Welcome to Home Biz Tax Talk. My name is Lysandra Everett. I am the Home Biz Tax Lady and principal owner of Everett Tax Solutions, where we help you win the tax game. Home Biz Tax Talk airs Monday through Friday, and when you tune into my show, you're going to hear about topics that are important to the small business community. But what I really want to talk about today is owing the IRS. If you owe the IRS, do you have to file all of your tax returns? Now, let me tell you why I'm talking about this. With the COVID relief that happened, we got the economic impact payments, also known as stimulus payments. We got those. There were people who used the NonFiler Portal. Now, the intent of the NonFiler Portal was for people who were not required to file tax returns to be able to use that portal to get their economic impact payments. But what happened is that people who have not filed taxes, even though they were supposed to file taxes, they went and used this portal in order to get the economic impact payment, okay? And so now what that has done, when you use that portal, you actually filed a return, okay? That is what happened. And a lot of people don't realize that. Some people found out, once they actually went to go file their returns and those returns got rejected and had to be mailed in. That's what happened. So now that, you've used the NonFiler Portal, you filed your returns, now you're going to kind of be on the IRS radar, right? Even though you may not have been before, you might be triggered now. And so what that means is that people who have not filed their taxes regularly, even though they may have been due to file a return, now you're going to be in, you're going to have to deal with this now, even though you may have been putting it off. So how does this work? Well, with the IRS, if you have not filed your tax returns, you have to have filed the last 6 years' returns in order to be considered in compliance, okay? So if you haven't filed for 10 or 12 years, and yes, there are folks that have done that, if you have not filed for that long and you were supposed to file, okay, we're not talking about people that did not have a filing requirement. We're talking about people who were supposed to file their taxes and didn't. So if you haven't filed for 10 or 12 years, then you need to file the last 6 to be in compliance, okay? But now here's the problem with that. One of the things that you have to realize is that if you're due a refund, you have 3 years to claim that refund. And this is why we constantly tell you to file your tax returns, even if you think you're going to owe, even if you can't pay whatever. You file your tax returns. Why? Because in the event that you are due a refund, then you get access to that refund. So if you're filing a return that is 5 or 6 years old and you're due a refund, that refund is gone. Okay, that refund becomes the property of the Department of Treasury. You don't get to apply it to a past tax debt, at least not that I have seen. Well, might there be some cases? Sure, but on a general day, you don't get access to that. And I mean, I've even heard people say, hey, I have this tax debt from a previous relationship where they were divorced and one spouse was supposed to pay their half of the tax bill. The other spouse was supposed to pay their half of the tax bill, and that didn't happen. And so the IRS, kept taking refunds and whatnot. And so folks just stopped filing because, well, if the IRS is going to take my refund, why should I file? Well, at least that refund would have been applied to the tax debt. By not filing, that refund was just sitting there waiting for the Department of Treasury to come take it. Okay, and you still have the tax debt. That part is not going away unless you go past the statute of the collection statute of limitations. Okay, so that is just something to keep in mind. So to be in compliance, you only have to file the most previous 6 years, and you want to get that first 3 years done as quickly as possible, because if there's money there, if there's refund there, then that refund can be applied to the tax debt, and then you can actually reduce the overall amount that you owe. And then after that, you go through the different types of payment options, whether it's an offer and compromise, whether it's an installment agreement, or if you're currently non-collectible, if you lost your job and you don't have the money to pay this tax bill, you have these different types of options. But unless you have filed the last 6 years' returns, the IRS has got nothing to say to you. except you owe us this money. So the bottom line in all of this is file on time, regardless of whether or not you can pay, regardless of whether or not you feel like your refund is going to be taken. File your taxes. All right. That's the first thing. And second thing, if you have not filed your taxes in several years, just know you only need to file the six previous years returns. That's what I was trying to say, in order to be compliant. So you don't necessarily have to file them all, just the last 6 years. Okay. So I hope that helps you out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Home Biz Tax Talk. And if you have any questions, you can come get your questions answered right here. All right. Have a great day, and I will see you all next time. Bye.